Hi there, I'm Lara from Love on a Plate. Welcome back to my kitchen. Tonight I'm going to show you how to make a really simple but delicious, keto-friendly, vegetarian, creamy asparagus soup in my Instant Pot. If you've watched me before, you know I like to make a soup once a week. I do it all year round. What I really like about this soup, besides the fact that it tastes great, is that it can be served warm, or for the really hot days, you can serve this one chilled. It also only takes a couple of basic ingredients. I've got chicken broth, olive oil, heavy cream, bay leaves, onion, garlic, and asparagus, of course. So this is a super simple process. I'm going to turn my Instant Pot on to saute, and I'm going to wait for it to heat up. When you hear that beep, it means it's on, and then the display will change to hot. So while I'm waiting for it to heat up, I'm just going to dice up my onion, get that ready to go. This takes about 5 minutes of prep, maybe a little more, and 10 minutes of pressure time, and then a 10-minute while it does a natural release. And then all you have to do is blend it up with your handy-dandy hand blender, or you can do it in a food processor, and you've got some great soup. In the summertime, I like to serve it chilled and make like a really nice salad, homemade vinaigrette, maybe a little French bread, and you're good to go. So this is just a regular cooking onion. If you wanted, you could use a Vidalia onion. I don't recommend a red onion. It doesn't have the same flavor. You don't have to worry about how nicely your onions are diced because, like I said, we're going to blend everything with the hand blender. Okay, so I'm just going to put in a really small amount of oil, and I'm going to drop those onions in. Whenever I'm cooking, I like to get things going as I do them. Next, I'm going to get my asparagus ready. You can use fresh asparagus. You can use frozen asparagus if you want to make this in the winter when asparagus is not in season or really expensive. But I don't recommend using canned asparagus. It has a different texture and a different color and a different taste. It's just not the same. So I'll give this a little stir around. So asparagus, they say asparagus tell you. All you have to do is bend them and the woody part snaps off. So I do that with one, and then I use that kind of as my guide for where I'm going to cut the rest of the stalks off. Just going to get rid of those ends. And then I'm going to cut these into pieces. And I'm going to keep a couple out to the side just so I can be fancy and put those on top of the soup when I'm serving it. You don't have to do that part. That's kind of fun. I'm going to turn this so that it's going on low. And I throw my asparagus in there. Kind of rolling around on me. When I was working on this soup, I discovered that asparagus is one of the most keto-friendly vegetables. I think peppers are the first, and then broccoli, and then asparagus. Not too many natural carbs and lots of fiber, and vitamin A and vitamin K. So you can find the details for this recipe on loveonaplate.net or at prepaheadable.com. I've got that in there, asparagus, onions. I'm going to put in 2 bay leaves, And those I have to remember to take out before I puree it, because they won't puree up nicely. Then I'm going to do some garlic. I'm going to put 4 cloves in. You can see the prep is simple. Nothing is complicated to cut. It's really basic ingredients, things you can find year-round really easily. Now, I won't lie, this isn't one my kids love, but I really enjoy it. So sometimes I gotta cook for me. Okay. I'm gonna give that just a coarse chop. And you notice I'm not putting the garlic in right when I do the onions, because the garlic will burn and get bitter. It cooks a lot faster than onion. And one more. And in it goes. And those don't have to be diced up any smaller or chopped up or minced, because I'm going to blend it all up. So now we have this deliciousness in the Instant Pot. And all I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little bit of salt. And a good amount of pepper. Doesn't need as much salt because I'm going to add chicken broth. I'm using a box of chicken broth. It's 4 cups. If you have homemade chicken stock, you can use that. It'll probably be less salty, so you would need to taste your soup and add a little extra salt. So that's it. That's the prep. It's really fast. So I'm just going to put the lid on here. I'm going to cancel the saute function, and I'm going to turn it to pressure cook on high. I want to do it for 9 minutes because I want to make sure that the asparagus are really soft. Asparagus tends to have some fibers in it, which is why it has so much fiber in it. So unless it's cooked really well, really softly, it doesn't blend up as smoothly. Then I'm just going to turn my Instant Pot to seal. It's going to take only about 8 to 10 minutes to come to pressure, and then I'm going to cook it for the 9 minutes, let it do a slow natural release for 10 minutes. Then we'll be back and I'll show you how we finish it off with the hand blender and some heavy whipping cream. See you soon. Okay, so we're back. Everything's cooked. The pressure though, the pressure valve is still up. So it's done its natural release, just to make sure that the asparagus are really nice and soft and easy to blend. And then I'm going to finish that off with a quick release. Now it's gonna get loud, so just bear with me for a second. I'm gonna move it off to the side so I don't get an Instant Pot facial. And then all I have to do is blend everything up with my immersion blender, add the cream, and give it a taste, and maybe adjust the salt and the pepper seasoning. So I'm using this, it's a little bit of a heavier duty KitchenAid hand blender. I like to do lots of my stuff. I like hand blenders because it's one less thing to wash. So I can just do this right in the Instant Pot. So this whole soup goes together in one pot, easy peasy, really fast cleanup. So it won't take long to reduce, or this won't take long for the pressure to release. And I'm gonna open her up and we're gonna finish it off. Okay, that was super fast. And you can either relax while that's cooking or you can make a salad. So like I said, I like to serve this with a salad with just a nice simple balsamic vinaigrette and fresh summer veggies and some warm bread. I call that the Instant Pot Happy Jingle. And I'm going to turn this off. because I don't like to have my Instant Pot plugged in while I'm doing this. And then we're going to just go right away. Oops, remember I said I have to take the bay leaves out. They're in here somewhere. There's one. And the second one. So I don't break my bay leaves up so that it's easy to get them out. Okay, so now we're going to blend away. Works a lot better when your blender's plugged in. So it's not a super thick soup, but pureeing the asparagus does thicken it up a bit. And I've made it where I've added potatoes in more in the winter time when I want something a little bit heartier. But look at the beautiful color and look how fast that is. Okay. So that part is done. I told you this was a really easy to prep, low fuss. And then in goes my cream. And the color is gorgeous. And this is the kind of soup you can serve this for company. I'm looking forward to having it for lunch. Can I taste it? It's amazing. Just amazing. Doesn't need anything. Like it's got a nice little bit of bite from the pepper. The asparagus flavor really comes out. So if I was going to serve this up, nice big bowl full. This is a really big bowl. Couple of asparagus tips, and that's all she wrote. You are ready to go. Hot or cold, all season long, 10 minutes of prep, 20 minutes of cook time, keto friendly, vegetarian, if you use vegetable stock, and delicious. So thanks for joining me in my kitchen. Again, my name is Lara and I'm from Love on a Plate, and you can find this recipe with all of the ingredients and instructions at loveonaplate.net or at prepaheadable.com. Thanks for coming back into my kitchen, and I hope to see you soon. Have a good night.